All right, during the follow-up and the follow-through process of succeeding in your Monavie business, you want to bring it back to the way you started when you contacted the person. Remember, we talked about how important it is to lead with the product, so you're leading with the Monavie product, and then you're telling them about the 19 fruits and the acai berry that no one knows about, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime, and Monavie is paying people weekly to promote this product, and people are making from $100 a week to over $100,000 a week in this Monavie opportunity. And are you interested in making some money? Is there anything you're looking for that you might be wanting to accomplish with the Monavie business? And they tell you, yes, I've got something that I do want more. I want to retire early. I want to bring my wife home from work. I want to put my kids' college education in the bank. You need to write that down or remember it when you go to follow up with your friends, because that's what you want to remind them, because no one really wants to do anything extra. So when you're following up with somebody, a lot of times they'll say, well, I don't really want to do something. But remember, you don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything extra. Nobody wants to do anything at all. But if they're looking for something and you remind them, I like to do it together too with their wife, because I mean, if their goal was to bring your wife home from work and now they're saying, hey, I'm not serious about bringing her home from work, she might be saying, hey, I seriously want to come home from work. Next thing you know it, she's signing up with you, and he's going to come along eventually. It's just a matter of when you got both of them there, one of them is getting what you're trying to say versus having just one of them there and they're going back to it. And a lot of time the guys will tell you that, hey, we're making plenty of money. But then when you ask the wife, is there anything you can't get doing what you're doing? And he or she reminds them that, hey, the washer and dryer don't work, the car don't start, they want to go on that family trip that they haven't gone on. Oh, yeah, now they're ready to go. So the follow-up, and remember this too, when you're following up, my friends that all said no to me, a lot of them didn't sign up. Some of them did and didn't do it, and some of them never did sign up at the beginning. But they're all got in as I built the business. So the people that say no to you really mean yes, coming from a guy that's built the business. That's me. So everyone that says no, that's your friend, really means yes, as long as you go build it. So the follow-up process is really just a process. You're just going to keep building your business and reminding your friends or letting them know, just keeping them up to date as to what's going on. And as a matter of fact, if they're good friends of yours, you're going to be bumping into them from time to time. It's going to come up even if you don't bring it up. Try not to bring it up. They're going to say, how's that, what do you call it, Monavie business doing? Say, hey, glad you asked. They just gave my wife and I a free Mercedes. I gave it to her. I always wanted to give her a sports car. And they sent us on a free trip. The Black Diamond trip last year was through the Mediterranean for 2 weeks. This year it's to Ireland for a week. What are you doing? And they gave us a raise. What are you doing? Not really. Maybe I want to do. Maybe I got to reconsider that Monavie business. See, it's all got to do with how you approached them to begin with. You led with the product. You told them it's an opportunity of a lifetime, and you said, hey, look, is there anything that you might be looking that you'd like to accomplish through this Monavie business? Because, hey, the wellness industry is going to be the next trillion-dollar industry, and we don't want to have you left out of it. And you follow up with them in a strategic way, and not just badgering them and bugging them and acting like you're the only person that you're not going to succeed unless you have them. Basically, you're saying to them you need them. I actually take it away from the people that aren't interested, that say no, because I really know they mean yes. Who wouldn't want better health and financial freedom? Let's get real. Just a matter of following up the right way. But it all has to do with the way you started your conversation with them. So make sure you're letting them know how big this opportunity is. And then when you're following up, remind them what they said they'd like to have. And if they can't have it any other way, then what's the decision to be made here? Let's get moving and building the business. And again, when you started talking with them, you either placed them with a Treasure Chest Quarterly magazine or let them try the product. You want to be following up with them and say, hey, did you look in that Treasure Chest Quarterly and see what you'd like to accomplish out of this opportunity? And you're talking about what they can get through the business. And if most of them are going to sign up right then with you, but if they happen not to, You just follow up in a professional manner and letting them know what's going on. And like I said before, let them ask you the questions on how you're doing, because you're making it happen. If your goal is to put 20 right and 20 left, remember, you don't need to have every person you're talking to. You're going to have to probably work with them like I'm working with some of my friends. 3 years down the road, I'm working with friends of mine that are just going Ruby now, because I talked to them when I first got in, but they didn't get in right then with me. But I knew they would as long as I built the business. So, hey, good luck up on your follow-up and follow-through and building your Monavie business.